Hey y'all, I'm Bucky, Miss Phyllis's husband, and she's asked me to kind of give you a little summation about how we fared under Hurricane Irma. Well, let me just say this. We had no damage to our home. We have a few little small limbs down in the yard, but other than that, we don't have any effect. Now, we did have torrential rain. It came right after, well, I guess yesterday. Everything was over yesterday about, 2 or 3 o'clock. But the last thing that happened was yesterday morning, it rained hard. It really did. But we just feel like we were protected. We got through it, and it seemed like it was going to be something else. Hurricane Jose, I understand, is out there somewhere. I know it's going to go out to sea. We're not going to be bothered by Hurricane Jose. But let me just say this. Some people didn't fare so well. I'm sorry about that. I feel like that they maybe, let me say this to y'all. I think sometimes they make a mistake by declaring too early a disaster, or declaring that people have got to evacuate, because I believe that the ones who did stay, I think they fared well. So I know it's a hard decision sometimes to make, but sometimes you just have to go, you have a gut feeling as to what to do. And I know the ones who left, who were evacuated, of course, were under evacuation orders, mandatory evacuation orders. But I feel like that they obeyed them. But the truth is that it turned out real good for the state of South Carolina. And we're thankful for that. We really are. I think the Weather Channel sometimes, y'all, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I think the Weather Channel kind of hypes things up. I realized that yesterday there was a picture of one of the Weather Channel people out in the elements there, trying to keep from falling down. And what we didn't realize at first was that there was a car only about 5 yards away, the cameraman and the rest of the crew. But at any rate, it turned out fine. He didn't get blown away. But I think sometimes the Weather Channel does hype things up. And then the other channels pick it up too. So that's not very good. It really isn't. Because it kind of, it tells the wrong story. The right story was that the state of South Carolina fared very well. And seemingly we didn't get that kind of coverage. I know we were tuned into the TV practically the whole day. And we kept thinking, well, I guess it's going to get bad now, or I guess everything's going to happen now. But it didn't. It didn't happen now. But to hear the Weather Channel, and even for that matter, CNN and the other channels, they all chimed in and didn't get much news at all. The only news we got was what the weather was doing to us. So that's not real good. That doesn't help us much. I wonder next time, maybe, I don't know, I'll talk to Phyllis about it, but maybe we don't need to tune in so much to the Weather Channel particularly. I know that they're selling news, and I know that they're trying to do their very best to get everybody talking about how bad it is. But don't you think it's pretty negative? I mean, it was not anything positive about it. It's very negative, talking about how many homes would be without power, how many cars would be almost blown away, how many houses would have so much structural damage to them. And all that we take in, because we're human beings, we take in, we receive it. But I don't think we need to be as concerned as we were this time. But we're just very thankful. We're thankful that we got through this thing. And except for the torrential rain, we wouldn't even know that there was a hurricane happened. Now, honestly, that's the truth. I think it's about time for me to let Phyllis wrap this up for us. Just kind of see if I'm telling the way it was. Okay? Let me see if I can get her to the camera. Baby, can you?
All right, I'm here.
Miss Phyllis is right here.
All right, I'm going to show them the front yard, okay?
Okay.
Because we haven't cleaned up anything yet. All right. Hey, y'all. So Mr. Bucky gave y'all an update, and I'm going to show y'all the yard. Now, when we go out there, I'll show you the front yard. We don't even have any limbs down in the backyard. These are just small, almost like twigs and a lot of leaves. Now, I'll show you across the little side road here. That gentleman that owns that house was planning to get a new roof a couple of weeks ago, and they had already delivered the shingles and everything to go on there, but they couldn't get to it, but they're working on it today. But they're not replacing that roof because they had any damage. They're just replacing it because it was old, and the timing just happened to be when the hurricane came through. So now they're out there kind of dodging clouds, I think, and they're working really fast. But I'll show you our front yard, and no damage whatsoever to our home, none. And the great thing, and the thing I was hoping for so much, was no power outages. We had a couple of flickers, and that was it. All right, hold on, we're going to go out the front door. All right, there's the backyard. You can see we don't even have hardly any leaves down in the backyard. And here's this front side yard. Now this pine tree, a lot of the pine straw came off of that. And you can see all that down in a few little limbs. And there's some limbs over here. Not many though, just a few, and of course a lot of leaves. You can see we still got some clouds in the sky, so those guys working on that roof over there are working really fast. Yeah, that limb right there, that's probably the biggest limb. You can see it right in there. That's probably the biggest limb we had come down off of those little river birch, but a lot of the leaves flew off of them. No damage on the porch and no damage on our roof. There are the guys fixing that roof over there. There's 4 of them, and they have been working really fast because they're fearful of those clouds, like right over there. And I am afraid we are going to get some rain here before long. So anyway, there's the front yard. No damage whatsoever. And by the way, this rug stayed down the whole time with no problem. It did get wet though. But anyway, all right, y'all, so that's it. And we will see y'all next time. And thank y'all for thinking about us. And we did get a lot of your messages because we had cable and internet the whole time, which was great. All right, we will see y'all next time.